Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the products that I want to use up in 2015. So first I'm going to start with the non-makeup items, and I don't have a lot of skincare or hair care that I want to go through just because I don't really hoard those types of products. For skincare, the most I ever have is the product I'm using and maybe a backup of it that I bought on sale. So I don't have a huge problem going through those types of products, but I do have a few body products I want to get through. So I have three lotions and two fragrances. So first I'll show you this. This is the Victoria's Secret Drenched in Pink Fresh and Clean lotion, and I also have a body mist. So I got these as a Christmas gift like maybe 3 years ago, and I haven't used them, so I just want to use them up before I buy anything else. So this one, if you can see, is up to here. And I just don't ever reach for body mists. They kind of remind me of junior high, but I'll just try it out, might as well. And then this one is also pretty full. I can't see through it, but I feel like it's about to here. Then I have this Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I've just had this for maybe a year or two, and it's right here, so I just want to use it up and move it out and get a fresh lotion. And then I have the Lamb Fragrance by Gwen Stefani lotion. And this one was in my Finish 6 by Christmas, but it's about to here, so I didn't quite finish it, but I also have another full size of it. And it's not my favorite lotion. It's a little bit greasy, and also I really hate the packaging. If you see what you do, there's a little hole, you twist this, squeeze it out, and then there's some on the lid, and you can see, like, even if I wipe it off, there's always some left, and I put it down on my counter, and just like hair and dust and stuff accumulates on it. It's just gross. So that is also another reason I don't want it around anymore. And then I also have the Lamb by Gwen Stefani fragrance. And I really love this fragrance, and I've mentioned before I'm a huge fan of Gwen Stefani, so no doubt was my favorite band growing up. But this is discontinued, and I bought this. I had another bottle I used up, and then I bought this one after it was discontinued, I think online. So this one is 3.4 ounces. And I'm only to right here, and this is just one of the things that it's discontinued, so I feel like I need to save it, but it's gonna go bad, so I want to use it up before that happens. So next up, I have a bunch of foundations I want to move out of my stash this year. So first I have the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, and my husband bought this for me in the UK, and right now I have it marked, I'm right there. And he'll be going back there this spring, and I'll be able to try a few other foundations that I can't get here, so I just want to use this one up and see if maybe I want to repurchase it or try out some other things. Next up, I have this foundation I bought on a total whim. It was the CoverGirl Clean Sensitive Skin Foundation, and I bought this because only one shade was on sale, and it was my shade, so I just threw it into my cart for no reason. So I like it, it's fine, but it's nothing, I don't love it. So I might as well use it up before I buy anything else. Next I have my favorite high-end foundation, which is the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid. And I received this for my birthday in September, and it says it expires after a year. And since it's high-end and expensive, I just want to use it up before it could possibly go bad. So I have until September to use this one up. And finally, I have one of my oldest foundations in my collection right now, and that is the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation. It's the kind that's in this compact. So you can see I've used it, but there aren't any huge dips or anything in it. So I'm not crazy about this foundation, so I just want to use it before I get anything new. It's fine though, I don't hate it. And then along with that, I have some older products that are several years old. I have this blush in Hint, and it is to about right here, and this came in my Bare Minerals starter kit I got several years ago. And then I also got this warmth bronzer, and I have that one marked right there. So I just want to move those out because they're some of the oldest things I own. Okay, next up are the powders I want to use up. So you've seen this one in my Project Pan video. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder, and I really like this. But I want to use it up before I repurchase it. So this one is kind of down to here, so I've made a lot of progress. But then I have some other powders I want to use up before I repurchase anything else. So I have this Neutrogena Shine Control Translucent Rice Protein Powder. It looks like this, and I've used it, but there isn't any significant dips in it at all. So I want to use that up, and then I have two mini little powders, and you're going to see a theme in the products I want to use up. I want to get rid of all the little mini things I have. So this one is the Laura Mercier Universal Invisible Loose Setting Powder, and this is the Be a Bombshell Smooth Criminal Powder, and I got this in my Ipsy, and this was a free gift with a Birchbox purchase, and I just want to use up all of those powders before I buy any more powders. So I did end up putting some blushes in my list of things I want to use up, but I put a big question mark next to them because originally I wasn't going to try to use up any blushes just because I have so many products of every other type. Blush was going to be like my one freebie where I could use wherever I wanted, just to kind of give me some kind of freedom while I'm panning things. But there are some things I would like to move out of my collection, so I threw them in here, but if I don't use any of these up, I won't be super disappointed. So first I have this Stila Convertible Color Dual Lip and Cheek Cream in Gerbera. This is just a really nice light pink color. It's one of the closest things I could find to the cider blush that I already used up, but yeah, I have used it, but I have a ways to go. So that is one thing I wouldn't mind getting out of my collection. It also says it expires after 6 months, which is the shortest expiration of any cream blush I have. So it has been more than 6 months, so I don't know. We'll see if it lasts any longer. And then I also have these two mini Josie Maran coconut water cheek gelays, and these just aren't my favorite product, but they do work. They are fine. I have Pink Escape, which is like this, and that one's pretty new. I don't think I've ever used that one, aside from swatching it. And then this one I bought this summer, and it's in Poppy Paradise. It's kind of a bright orangey corally color. So I just want to move those out just because I think they'll go bad before anything else. And they're pretty small, so I think I can do that. And then this is my Balm How About Them Apples cheek palette. And I've used up one, but I just would love to use up another one this year. So I don't know how plausible that is, but I like this one for the fall and winter, and then these two are great in the spring and summer. So I'm not sure when I will decide to kind of focus on one of those, but that is another thing I would love to use up, but I'm not sure if it's possible. You saw this in my product pan video as well, but this is the Too Faced Bulletproof Brows in Universal Taupe, and I just want to use this up this year so I can move on to the brunette shade that I have in my backup drawer. Then I have some concealers. I have this Bare Minerals concealer. I have hit pan on it. I'm just curious about other concealers, but I want to wait until I use up the ones I have to buy anything else. So I have this one, and then I have these two in pen form from Sephora. They're the Smoothing and Brightening Concealers, and this one's in Light 3, and this one is in Light 2. And this one's pinky, and this is kind of for a highlighting shade. Then I have two bronzers I want to use up. This one you already saw in my project pan. It's my sample of Benefit's Hoola bronzer. And when I use that up, I want to move on to the other sample of bronzer I have, which is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I would love to get through both of those mini bronzers this year. And then for eyes, I have two bases I want to use up. This is the Color Tattoo in Creamy Beige, and that's in my project pan as well. And then I have this mini Bare Minerals 5-in-1 in Divine Wine, which I got from Ipsy. And I like to use both of those up. I'm sure I'll use those up before the year ends, and I can probably use up another base, but I just haven't decided which that will be. And then for eyeshadow this year, we all know that I am panning the Lorac Pro. I have been using it a little bit since I shot my introduction video, but I'm not going to start using it exclusively until the 1st on Thursday. So this I want to use up. And then once I use up some of the shades in there, I want to concentrate on this palette, which is my Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. So I'm not sure if I'll use up this entire palette this year, but I would like to make some significant dents in it. I also mentioned in that palette video that I want to use up this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder palette because I broke it, so that is what it looks like now. I have the pieces that broke off in a little jar downstairs, and I have been using those, and that has been going down. But when I'm done with the jars, I will start focusing on the palette itself. And then for eyeliners, I decided I wanted to use up 6 black or brown pencil eyeliners. I haven't picked out 6 specific ones. I'll just pick those up as I go along, but I did want to mention that that is my goal for eyeliners. And then I also want to use up this Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner sample. And I've used this a few times. Sometimes it works out really well and I love it. Sometimes I hate it and like little chunks fall off and it makes a huge mess. So I just want to give this another shot and see if I use it more, if I do like it, or if I actually hate it. So if I end up hating it, I'll just throw it away before I use it up, but I would like to try to use some more of it up. And then for lip products, I want to use up 8 color lip products. And I'm not sure how ambitious that is. I've never used up a color lip product before, but I thought 8 would be a good number to start with, and I am including minis in there, and I have a lot of mini products that I want to use up. And so in that goal, I haven't picked out all 8 products, but I do want to use up my full size of the Clinique Black Honey Almost Lipstick, and I also want to use up the mini one I have, which is right here. So if you don't know what that looks like, it looks like this, but it's actually really sheer, so kind of looks like that, and you can build it up if you want to. So those are the only ones I've definitely singled out that I want to use up. I'll probably also use up my Lipstick Queen St. Pinky Nude, which was in my last project pan. But then I just want to use up some of the other mini things I have. Probably this Makeup Forever from the birthday gift from Sephora this year. That looks like this. And then maybe some mini lip glosses. I just threw this in as an example. This is my Laura Mercier Lip Glacé in Rose. So those are all the items I want to use up in 2015. I have never done a project like this before, so I'm really excited to see what kind of progress I can make over the course of a whole year. So thank you for watching, and I'll be updating every once in a while. I mean, the makeup you'll probably all see in project pans or finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo or little challenges like that. But I'll try to update on like the lotions and the perfumes sometime, maybe whenever there's some progress to report. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye!